Hi, I'm doing this from the bed because I don't have any strength to get up, and I might have to pause it several times because I have quite a strong coughing. I wanted to do this vlog to thank all the friends, family, people I don't know directly who has been helping, who has been asking for help for me, was donate money, collect money. There's been lots of help around, and of course there has been also lots of people that they have been just not reacting. I think when something like this happen, one can see the nature of people. How are you going to react if somebody fall in the street? Are you just going to turn and go, or stand and look, or are you going to stop and actually try to help and do something? We all have different nature, and I thank all of those that have stopped and helped. And I would like also to explain when I'm talking about alternative treatments, what I'm talking about. Since I've been having friends, medical doctors, very afraid and very doubtful about this kind of unserious, unorthodox, fraudulent approaches. They're all bullshit. The problem of medicine and medical doctors is that they are stuck. They are stuck with what they have learned in medical school. They are stuck with what they have learned after, the source of information they use. So, if we look at cancer, I think I changed pretty much my mind since I started to ask second opinion already from January this year. And then I had the chance also to meet the director of the hematological department of the Institute for the European Institute of Oncology in Milan, who told me cancer is a chronic illness. It will always come back. It's just a question of time. In all the successful cases, they're only successful to a number of years, and nobody has the experience or the reports of what will happen after. I have to take a break now. So, a chronic illness. Now, if we consider the amazing steps forward of our so-called Western medicine when it comes to emergency, surgery, orthopedic, genetic, many fields, there has been transplant of organs, there has been incredible step forward made in the last years. But when it comes to chronic illnesses, we are still nowhere. We're still using method that has been used since after the Second World War. Cancer is treated with radiation therapy, chemotherapy, surgery. Radiation therapy, as the word says, are radiation. They burn, they create damages, and I haven't studied because I was not... That's my dog. I was not proposed the treatment until the last moment when I said I didn't want any of their treatments anymore. But I'm sure that the radiation therapy will leave enough radiation inside the body that will eventually might be the cause of the next cancer. Chemotherapy, that I've studied quite deeply. Since I received chemotherapy the first time, I received chemotherapy the second time. Chemotherapy is a mix of poison, I don't know exactly if there are around 10 of them. Mixed in different ways, which are meant to kill the cell. Now, first they kill the cell that splits, that divide fast, which are the cancer cell, skin, hair, that's why there is falling of the hair. But eventually they kill also the other cells. Now the cells killed are tissue killed. We have tissues also in the vital organs, so we get damages in the vital organs. The most interesting thing is all of chemo chemicals or poisons, I cannot even call them medication because they're not medication, they're poisons. They're actually also cancerogenous. So they might lead you to the next cancer. But the worst and most stupid things of all, and that is where unfortunately all the medical doctors are completely blind, is they treat cancer, like many illnesses, like an illness to kill. You know? They don't understand cancer is a symptom. And it's the body that is healed. The territory where that symptoms develop is healed. What is that make it heal? Deficiency of nutrition. Look at what we eat today. Toxicity. All the toxic and poisons that we get in our body that accumulates and accumulates until we get sick. So how do they cure that? By putting more poisons? I remember, and that's funny, the last discussion with the doctor at the Karolinska. And he's a nice guy. I mean, he means well. Unfortunately, he should open his mind a little bit more. He said he really wants me to continue. And I think that that is my only way to survive. And it's like, if I could force you, I would almost kill you to bring you back to life. That's interesting. Mostly interesting when we're trying to, when we have the illusions that we can make God works. Anyhow, what are alternatives? Alternatives, there's lots of bullshit around. I've been studying alternatives methods since April, when I saw that the chemo was not working, because from January I decided I was going to do this chemotherapy, and I looked into second opinion, I looked into other approaches, I have to be honest, already from the beginning, which are not used, and the one that used them, they became immediately out of law. And one of them is the genetic approach. Unfortunately, there are too much interest from pharmaceutical industry to keep the things in the way they are, and to sell. We cancer patients, we produce a lot of money. I've been looking at all the medication I got at home, which I had to use, the price of those medication. Of course I don't pay them, but they're paid with the tax money. And I don't know how much they cost, all the cytostatic, all the chemotherapy, but I'm sure they're extremely expensive. So we are too good of a business to want us well. So to keep us sick as long as possible, and hopefully to make us return. So that is the perfect client. Anyhow, whatever. So I've been starting to look into alternative almost from the beginning, but in the beginning I looked only at the genetic approach, and then I start to look at the metabolic approach. and at the moment I'm still I'm considering mainly the metabolic approach, and then of course I'm looking with interest always in the genetic approach. First of all, I've been reading in lots of even metabolic approaches, and there's a lot of people that thinks that the one component, one medication, one element will help. It's bullocks. It won't work. One immunomodulator will not help. One plant which could be cytotoxic only for the cancer will not help. You have to approach the whole body. You have to have a completely metabolic approach of the whole body, of the cell which are... I don't think I have any cell which is healthy actually, because with all the toxins I had since before, and that's, I guess I got sick. But also all the toxins which I have now from all the chemo and plus all the medication, the antibiotics, I don't think I have any healthy cells. But anyhow, let's say that one has to take care of the healthy cells and the cancer cells. I will not go into details because I don't want to make it too long. When I will recover from this, I will be able to talk in extent, and hopefully when I will successfully recover from it, I can explain also how to do it. But at the moment I just want to tell you that alternative is not just bullshit approaches, it's still medical approaches, but they're not following the orthodox medicine, which instead I think is fully unsuccessful as an approach. Thank you very much.